Hey, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. My name is Scott Wolf. I'm the Director of Sales and Operations here at Teco Systems. I'm really excited, honestly, to be here, part of this no-code day for manufacturing. For the next 20 minutes or so, I'm going to walk you through a session called Becoming a Future-Ready Organization, a no-code approach to sales and distribution automation. Really what that means is for the next 20 minutes or so, I want to walk you through some customer successes that we've had as we've helped some of our manufacturing customers. So I'll walk through some of the challenges that they've faced and how Creatio in a no-code platform has helped overcome those. So before we get to that, I'd like to talk just a little bit about Teco Systems. So we were founded actually closer to 25 years ago. We started as a business process automation company. So what we were doing is helping companies agnostically overcome some of their business challenges. We did that by trying to bring together people, processes, and technology to help companies make the right business decision. And as we were doing that, we kept coming across different CRM systems and now concentrate solely on Creatio to help our customers automate and improve some of their processes. What I'd like to do today is actually be a little bit of a storyteller, that little slide you see there in the middle. And I want to walk through some of the successes that we have had with some of our manufacturing customers. Before I get to the three customer successes, I want to talk a little bit about some of the pains that we've heard and that Creatio has to help improve and overcome these obstacles. The first of which is distribution automation. What that means is we've got these organizations, these manufacturing organizations that have these multi-tiered relationships with the suppliers that they buy product from, and then the distributors that they may end up shipping end product to. So there's this whole cycle of communication, relationship management, kind of from the bottom to the top, that sometimes can be really difficult. And then managing the alerts and automations of certain approvals, like when we need to automate to notify people when certain product may be getting low or product is being late to be shipped. Right? Without a true no-code CRM or automation system, that can be really difficult. And we'll talk about a few of those with some of our customers. I know there's a session right after mine on quoting, so I'll quickly talk a little bit about how we've helped a couple of our customers with quoting, which is the streamlining the sales processes to get quicker quotes out the door. Right? Sometimes people will call us and they just want a quote, and they're going to buy from whoever gives the quote the quickest. So taking sometimes these complex quotes and automating that process to get the quote out the door and in the customer's hands as quickly and truly as pretty as possible. So you have a professional looking quote, and then managing discounts and approvals. I'm a sales guy myself. We love giving discounts, but we often want to put checks and balances in place on those quotes, really to make sure that we're not going below cost. We can manage a complex approval process, and I'll talk about that in just a second with a few of my customer successes. One thing from the end user all the way up to the executives with our manufacturers that we see is the need to be able to forecast properly. So we need to be able to do trending by product, by account. So if I'm an individual contributor and I'm trying to sell to one of my key accounts, I want to see what have they been buying from us that maybe they're no longer buying anymore. Or maybe we're running a promotion on a certain product and I want to push out notifications to people because we're running product promotions. I need to be able to track sales history by my suppliers and distributors and then let them know, so we can increase lead time or shorten the lead time process and increase that order out the door. So managing forecasts is something that you'll hear as I start talking about a few of these other customers. So these are things that we've heard from managing the multi-tiered relationships and automating that distribution process, streamlining the quoting process that can sometimes take hours or days, and we can shorten that down, and then enhancing some forecasting functionality for our customers. The first customer I want to talk about is a great customer of ours called Tech84. Now, Tech84 is in beautiful San Diego, California, and they manufacture industrial grade body scanners. So think of maybe some travel you've done recently. You go to the airport and we walk through the big scanner where you have to hold your hand up like this and it rotates around your body. Well, Tech84 manufactures those on a little bit of a smaller scale for prisons, jails, homeland security. Think of inmates coming into a certain jail, they can scan their body, take temperatures for COVID, and make sure they're not bringing contraband into the prison. And so before Creatio, Tech84 was really, by their own words, in what they called Excel hell, right? They had Excels for lead management. They were doing, the salespeople were doing Excels for quoting and opportunity and forecasting. They had a separate Excel sheet for the manufacturing floor, tracking the forecast of the production lines. And then they had a whole like training process in Excel and SharePoint where they were doing their training process. And so they came to us with this new VP of global sales that was hired, and they knew they needed to fix this. And they had tremendous growth through COVID because of some of the PPP and CARES Act. And so they were really, really running fast. And so with the help of Creatio's no-code automation, we really built some sophisticated automation around the cradle to grave. So they're now using Creatio marketing on the front end to qualify leads, send email blasts out, run promotions to different jails and counties, sheriffs. And then when the lead becomes an opportunity, we've got a great process at the opportunity with automation, quoting within the system. And then when that opportunity is closed won, we have orders being created off of that opportunity with multiple products, could be creating multiple orders. And then those orders are creating cases to do installs, trainings, things of that nature. So what was managed in 7 or 8 different spreadsheets is now in Creatio. And so the executives, the owners can now look in and they can see the lead time on parts, what opportunities by value and probability, so they can start planning purchasing and the shop floor. And soon we're going to be working on automating an implementation into their, or integration into their QuickBooks. So we're really excited to start bringing some of that data in. So really for sales, marketing, and service, Tech84 has been able to automate what was this really manual process into now one unified CRM system with a lot of email and automated activity. The next customer I'm excited to talk about is KW International, or KWI. So they've been with us and with Creatio for about a year. And so KWI is in Houston, Texas. They've got locations in Midland and up in Oklahoma. They're in the oil and gas manufacturing, right? And so they are also in high growth, not so different from the previous customer that we talked about. They were living in Excel as well, doing forecasting, and they were lucky enough to have a new CEO who's very tech focused. And he came in, looked at a lot of the processes and realized that they need to start automating all of these disparate systems. And so we met with them and did a pretty complex design, pretty sophisticated design with them to truly understand what it is they are doing, where the gaps are. And so what we do now is we have an automation around when a lead is created for Creatio sales, that the salesperson creates an opportunity. When a lead is entered, it'll be converted to an opportunity. And then the salesperson manages that opportunity. And really what they had before was a very manual process between sales and the estimating and engineering team. So they're building these massive 6-figure DHIs that have, 100 parts on these things. And so the quoting process was very tedious, a lot of back and forth between sales and engineering and estimating. And we've built a really nice process where a salesperson will create the op and then move the stage, the DCM at the top. They just move it to the next stage that will automatically send an email to the estimating team, letting them know that they need to do a quote. A new quote will be created against that opportunity. The estimator will go in and build the parts, notifying some of the parts being stock, some being long lead. And then if it is long lead and the opportunity is at a certain percent, we can trigger, or we are triggering purchasing to go buy some of those long lead parts. Well, what happens is the estimator will start working with that quote. They move it to a certain stage, and the salesperson is then automatically notified via email that their quote's ready. Send off the PDF and Word doc to the customer. Now, it's not uncommon on a lot of these big machines that there'll be tweaks. We need shorter lengths, different diameters. So we have then created a process to automate that. When they move it back to a previous stage, let's start that process over again. The estimator gets a new quote request. It has a new version number. They do the modifications that are requested, and fires it back off to the salesperson to move back. And so they can send it off and start selling. One thing that's really important to KWI as well is mobility. So they're traveling, as we all are starting to do again, which is really nice. They have having the ability to view Creatio on a mobile device when they're on the different oil fields, visiting the different customers. And so we built some nice enhancements into mobility so they can see this no matter where they're at, online or offline. As well as on the forecasting side, to one of the main pain points I discussed was getting orders and invoices from their Microsoft ERP. On the back end, we're bringing in orders and invoices so they can start seeing some of those trending. So the salesperson can look at the individual account. Because of the robust dashboarding capabilities of Creatio, they have the ability to see, trending orders and invoices, and then the executive team can see the success rate of certain quotes with costing and all of that against it. So we have a ton more we're doing with KWI. We're just very, very excited to take what was this manual process between sales, estimating, and in this first phase, really bring that all in together. So we're excited to continue enhancing with them. The last customer I'm really excited to talk about is L2F, or Lab to Fab. So they're also up in the Bay Area, up in California. They're a robotic automation company. So their first product, two main lines that they have is PizzaBot and SkyFlow Pro. So PizzaBot is literally a robotic automated pizza maker. So you literally walk up to a kiosk, press some buttons on an iPad-esque screen, and the machine will make you a pizza. So it puts down the dough, a little thing spins, and it puts the sauce, if you want pepperonis and mushrooms or whatever you want on your pie, and it will automatically make that for you. They also have a completely different business line called SkyFlow, now SkyFlow Pro. And think of anybody that may have gone to a bar lately, and you have the bartender behind that will pour you a drink, right? And they have those toppers that are on top of a bottle of vodka or a bottle of whiskey. They have a digital one that goes on top of those that will automatically pour a perfect ounce, but it then also tracks the type and price of the bottle that you put it on. So if I've got a bottom shelf vodka versus a top tier tequila, I can track the pour. So we know we're pouring a perfect 1 ounce, but then I get an analytic dashboard after the busy Friday night, and I can see the cost and the price of everything that I've sold. So it's really nice. So that's kind of what they do. They were originally looking at Salesforce, decided to go with Creatio because a lot of the flexibility we have. And today their landscape is sales and marketing users. So we've built a nice integration with their Infor ERP to generate orders and invoices and push those back and forth. But they also had a pretty sophisticated quoting process, maybe not so much as the previous customers we talked about, but it was still taking them a few hours to do some of these quotes, maybe with multiple products and prices and discounts and all that. And so we've taken that from a few hours down to a couple minutes, where they can go into Creatio, create the opportunity, and with the printable, we merge in everything, and maybe they have a few minutes to tweak that quote. So that was a big win. Is there now they do quotes for some of their top customers outside of Excel and Word, and now they're doing them in Creatio. One thing that was somewhat complicated for them before was managing commissions. So this is a bit of a unique case for some of the other stories that I've told so far. As L2F manages commissions, and they pay their commissions to the dealers and dealer reps that they manage. And so we have built a nice commission table whereby when an opportunity is close won, we read the account and the rep and dealer rep that are associated with that opportunity. And based on the products, we have a calculated table that will do commissions. So they don't have to run reports or do any kind of calculations. They simply run a month-end query, and they can determine based on dealer rep how much money those folks are owed. So that saved them a ton of time and truly gave them some clarity around how much they were paying. Lastly, with L2F is some of the forecasting and analytics. I don't want to beat that up. I mentioned those in the other successes, but this is truly big for them. With that integration in from their Infor ERP is the ability to give them order and invoice data by account or holistic, so their sales reps can be more informed and they don't have to jump back and forth between the different systems, right? Let's let them stay in the system that they know and love. So folks, I'm really, really happy. I know we have more sessions yet to come, so please stay tuned. I'm very thankful again to be part of this. Again, Scott Wolf. I look forward to chatting with folks later. Best of luck and enjoy the rest of the conference. Thanks, everybody.